What's up, y'all? It's T-Turn. Today we're going to be looking at some of y'all's theories for the Indigo disc. Let's go. Last time we were talking about Kieran potentially being Momotaro. Yeah, this is so trippy to me. Like, we've been hearing so much about this Momotaro buildup. I hate the name Dokutaro. I have to say Momotaro. You know, that Kieran might be possessed and all this crap. But to see just off screen that Kieran goes somewhere and comes back and Dokutaro might be in front of her face is so weird. Eerie. Just off screen. He's become it. Now, obviously, it's not confirmed, and I don't like the idea that he's possessed, but it's looking more and more real. Let's see y'all theories. Dokutaro name idea. Okay, so Dokutaro's name, as we uncovered in a previous video, it starts with P. P-E, something like that. We're assuming like Peacharo, Peach-taro. I think I saw P-chain somewhere, like toxic chains. So P-chain, but it starts with the P. He says, yo dude, love the channel. Something small, but wouldn't Dokutaro's name that starts with P be Peach related, but also have some sort of spin on it like the 3, which is true, right? Monkey dory, hunky dory, serendipity, okie dokie. So the leader of them surely would have a stupid pun as well. Let's try to uncover this. I'm gonna look up the origin of hunky dory and all these idioms. Is that what you call them? And see if I can find out a fourth potential one, because they're not directly related to each other. Like serendipity, that's just a freaking word. Phrases like hunky dory. Argy bargy. Oh my god. I hate researching, y'all. This pisses me off. Yeah, pargy jargy. No, we can do this. Let's try to find something here. So this lore is only shown for like a moment in game, but Bulbapedia has it captured here. According to locals, worshipping Pheasantipity leads to both good luck and serendipitous things happening, which means accidental. Meanwhile, according to legends, worshipping Monkey Dory ensures one is successful in life and that everything will be hunky-dory. Y'all, this is your god? Pray to him, son. Things will be hunky-dory. And then for Okidoki, if you worship Okidoki, he will grant kindness and help ensure things are Okidoki. I'm pissed now. Alright, there's no way to predict what kind of kid-friendly expression they're gonna mix into Peacharo's name. But, you see, the reason they have these names, these could be names given by the people. So of course they're these bright, positive names. But now that we know the nature of the Loyal 3, when it comes to the forts, it might not follow the same naming scheme. But then again, it's not that deep. It might just follow it anyway, just to keep things simple. Y'all let me know in the comments. I'm gonna leave you with one. I'm gonna research some. It should be mentioned, the Loyal 3, they're not named this way in Japanese, so we're just focusing on English. This one says Ineinu, which is like nice dog. Literally, like that's a pretty nice dog. So fuddy-duddy is a person who's overly fussy and doesn't relax. This one is a more negative one. It's so many letters, you can't even fit it. That means Peacharo's name would have to be like Puddy-duddy. Don't even talk, it's sounding Pokemon-ish. Alright, then we got Topsy-Turvy. This one's a good one, but I don't know if Pokemon's gonna be like, yeah, we use this for a move. But, you know, then Peacharo's name could be like Popsy-Turvy. But you see, right? It started to sound like an actual Loyal 3 name. Mumbo Jumbo, Pumbo Jumbo. Picho Bicho. Ooh, Humdrum. Humdrum? Humdrum means the same mundane thing happening every day. Ooh, tip-top! If you pray to Peacharo, things will be in tip-top condition, so its name would be Pip-Pop. I spent too long on this, but I hope that opened up some ideas, because the name will likely be data mined as soon as the game comes out, so this is our time to have fun with it. My crazy thought. So with 5 days to go, I still wholeheartedly believe it's Terapagos behind Kieran's beginning descent into insanity. Okay, I'm gonna entertain this, because you could be right in the sense, if Terapagos, let's say you have latent potential and Terapagos, he brings out your dreams. If Kieran wanted to be chaotic, then Terapagos, in a sense, you could say he brought it out. But if that's the case, it's likely before he left, I'm assuming after the Teal mask, that Dokutaro found and latched onto him, making the insanity even worse and leading to how we find him here. So she's saying that maybe because you live in Kirikami or just in Blueberry, right? They're both places affected by Terapagos' energy. We can see this in the trailers. That maybe the same way the professors were going crazy off Terapagos, that he was already getting like his craziness awakened. And then Dokutaro found it. See, the Dokutaro is so unnecessary. That's why it's so weird. Because you could just end it saying, okay, Terapagos brought out that potential. Alright, now for the bell of the ball, y'all. This theory, I just glanced at it. So remember when Ku tweeted that something is up with the Masterball? We won't be able to look steadily at it anymore after this DLC. The two main ideas we were thinking is someone gets sealed using a Masterball, a human, or two, something breaks out of the Masterball. Both valid reasons for us to not be able to look at the Masterball the same way. This dude came up with the third one that's pretty interesting. Masterball theory. Hey T-Tar, one thing I found weird is how the blueberry terrarium is shaped, especially the block separating everything into perfect living environments. Could it be that the terrarium itself is the inside of a Masterball? Let that settle in. After a moment, it starts to sound interesting. Like, okay, so the biggest question with the terrarium is how did it get there? The only explanation is that this whole terrarium was on the surface and then it sunk underneath. But to have 4 different quadrants perfectly fitting and then protected by this dome, the only other explanation is that Terapagos made the terrarium in some way. And because of its name, terrarium, you imagine Terra energy is related to whatever is going on here. So we know Terapagos is involved, but imagine it's actually something deeper. And using Terapagos' energy, all of this is inside of a Pokeball. The inside of the Pokeball's world, it sounds like it's another world for the Pokemon to hang out in until it's called back. So only the anime's really given lore on how the inside of a Pokeball works. They describe it to be like a paradise, which kind of works for the terrarium. But in terms of being consistent with the games, they haven't built on this yet. It's not known how a Pokemon caught perceives their time inside the ball, but the device is set to replicate a Pokemon-friendly environment that is designed for comfort. Oh. Okay, well that's actually something with the games. So what if this game, this DLC expands on what it means to be captured and what the inside of a Pokeball looks like, and the entire terrarium, which is a perfect zoo for all kinds of Pokemon species, is just a giant Pokeball. Like, let's say it's Cyrano's dream, right? To unite all kinds of Pokemon in one place, which is why he has, you know, Galarian Pokemon there, Alolan Pokemon there. Clearly something in the center of the terrarium has Terapagos energy. So maybe this energy was something Cyrano originally picked up and had alongside him. And when he deeply wanted to create his dream zoo, terrarium, Terapagos made it for him in some way. I just want to throw this theory in here because it's fun to talk about new ideas, and those blocks that separate it, I've always felt weird about them. But yeah, the terrarium is shaped like a dome, like a perfect freaking circle. When you look at Blueberry Academy from above, it kind of does resemble a Masterball from above. Well, it's not Blueberry Academy. Okay, this is what he's talking about. It's not Blueberry Academy necessarily, because the actual academy should be real, like actual students study here. How else would there be clouds and a sky, including visible stars, in the terrarium if this thing is underwater? No, this is an interesting idea, you know? So you see this photo, right? It's inside of a Pokeball. Imagine that's the case. Look at that border, dude. It's bordered by walls. Alright, make sure y'all shank that like button. I wanted to make this video a bit further away from Kieran. We'll talk about Kieran again next video. I needed to give you guys some breathing room. But man, there's a lot I want to say about Kieran, so we will do that next time. Maybe later today. So shank that like button and I'll see y'all later today. Take care.